and you're about to have a great time. I've got tons of great PBS Kids videos. Let's pull the lever to watch my picks of the week.
I'm recording now, so maybe you should just put it straight. No, oh, fuck.
Alright, so welcome to PBS Kids, and today I have a special guest for you, my friend JT. He comes from Chicago, and he's here to talk to us about certain aspects of his life. These aspects revolve around urban decay, family values, delinquent subcultures, differential association, child poverty, and community structure. So tune in later to find out more about JT's life.
Yeah.
So JT, I heard that in your community, there's also a lot of problems that occur, and yet the police never come. So what exactly happened?
The policeman, they're out of the question, you know. It's my establishment, I'm the ruler there, it's my rules. I have to enforce my own rules, the cops won't do anything. When someone breaks my rules, I have to deal with it myself, you know, whether it be shooting them or just giving them a good beating, you know, like, if they don't see that I control myself, someone might take my place and we can't have that happen, because
So you try and remain to keep the figure that you are the dominant person in the area, that no one should really fuck with you.
No one is gonna fuck with me.
Alright, so if the police never come, how exactly do you keep people safe?
Well, you know, like, I employ my people to keep us safe. For example, I employ the homeless to wait outside just to see if there's anything, and if there is anything, they'll come warn us and we'll be right out there. Other people, I pay them $10, $15 a day to keep watch. That's how they make a living, man, and it's all me.
So as soon as there's trouble, you'll hear within the first 5 minutes or something.
I have the monopoly over everything there. I know everything about everyone. If there's a problem, everyone knows that it's you come see me, not to anyone else, not the police. Police has nothing to do here.
And you'll take care of it.
I'll take care of whatever's wrong.
So, I heard that in your organization, you have a lot of child employment. And before we go into any further this, I'm going to have my coworker Natalie come and talk to us about this.
Perfect. Bring her in. Pause!
Hi, welcome back. I'm Natalie, and we're interviewing JT. We're going to be talking about child poverty. So JT, tell me, I hear that you have been recruiting high school students, part of your gang.
My soldiers, yeah.
Your soldiers.
They're good guys. I give them opportunities, whether they are legitimate or illegitimate. They make their money, and they have the chance to go up and make more money, which is good.
And why would they choose that over finishing school?
Education is nothing, man. I went to college, and look at me now. I left my job because I was black.
Okay.
Because I was black, the other guy got the promotion, so I said, fuck it. I'm going back to the streets where I came from, much more chances, and I'm pretty sure all these kids know it, and they all want to be like me, so I'm just going to give them the opportunity to make some money and make a living, as a typical black guy here would do.
So JT, you mentioned previously with Samuel that you have prostitutes in your building. Are those teens?
Well, indeed we have some teenagers, you know, they're kids and they have children. So most of them are actually, most of them have children. They do this to make a living because they can't go to school, they have to take care of their children, and they can't have a job because they don't have education, or they just don't have the opportunity to get an actual job. So they come here and they prostitute themselves, so might as well just keep them safe within our buildings instead of just leaving them out in the street with their children, you know? So this is just like to help them live.
So I hear that prostitution there, they don't just pay for money, it's also for food.
Yeah,
Is that true?
yeah, that's very true. They need to feed themselves, you know? So some people just rather, instead of get money, just get the food instead, because that's what they do it for. So that's why we do it.
How exactly do they get the food though? If you're so, you're allowed to bring money into the people, how can you not give them some money to feed their children? Where
We
do they
just
get
give
it?
them. We just give them the food instead. Simple.
So there are a lot of children in your building, yes?
Yes, very much.
Is there some kind of place where they can play around or, do normal childhood things?
Yes, there is actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hear that there's a building there that they have, but it's not quite clean.
Well, that's all they have. It's better than nothing, You either put them there or you put them with another rundown building, Might as well just keep them with us and put them somewhere they can actually do something.
I can't put it
It's
in.
their own little Disney World.
Yeah, it is. I'd be so happy if I was a kid to go there, It's great. They love it.
Up next, we'll have Mackenzie talking about delinquent subculture and urban decay.
Okay, I'm Mackenzie, and we're going to talk about urban decay and delinquent subculture. And to help us out with it, it'll be Samuel.
Hello, Samuel.
Hi again. So, going around urban decay, do you think that the cause that your community is in such trouble, that there's such violence, has anything to do with the fact that the educational system and the community structure is failing around you?
Yeah, there's no schools. Actually there are schools, but they're all failing. So why even bother going there?
And do you think it has a direct correlation with the fact that since the schools are failing, there's less educated kids, which means there are less job opportunities, and thus that goes into more detail into delinquent subculture, which Mackenzie will go over to, and then causing kids to resort to crime?
Yeah, very much, very much.
So tell us more about delinquent subculture and how that affects the urban decay.
With delinquent subculture, don't you find that it'd be smarter if the kids were in school? I understand that you're foot soldiers, they're there to help you and keep an eye on the building as much as anyone else, but wouldn't it be better if they got their education before they came?
Well, I can't say the opposite, but hey, I'm not the one who chooses for them to come to me. They choose to come to me by themselves, and once they're here, well, they're under my rules. That's how it works. I did not go get them, they came to me because they needed help.
So wouldn't you in that case be taking advantage of them?
Well, no, because it's the only opportunity they have. The schools are not working.
But they might have an opportunity if you were to push them in the direction of going to school, and you went to school.
School it's not only the schooling, it's our color. Here it doesn't work. Like I said before, I had a job, I went to school, and this other guy got a promotion. I was much more qualified, but I was black, so they gave it to the white guy. All these black kids that come to me, same thing was gonna happen to them. So why would they even waste their time when they can come with me and make easy money?
It's not just easy money though. If they had an education, maybe you guys would be able to, instead of the whole Robert Taylor, is it Robert?
Yes.
Instead of Robert Taylor falling apart, wouldn't, if everyone had an education, be able to have a different part in the community? Instead of following your footsteps and hoping for promotion to become one of the higher ups in the Black Kings.
Either they fall under me and I control them, or they fall under the government and the government controls them.
And to you, being under your rules are much better than the government.
Yeah.